Lean in. This might be among the most important things you ever learn. There is a principle underlying all human interactions that I call the reaching hands principle. Imagine two people standing on opposite sides of a small gap, reaching toward each other. If their hands make contact, if there's some overlap, you get success. If they don't, you get failure. The key insight is that success does not require equal contribution. It just requires contact. Someone with a shorter reach can still succeed if the other person reaches far enough. Now, apply this analogy to something more concrete. On one side, you have the skill of a physical therapist, and on the other side, you have the patient and how easy their condition is to treat. If the patient's or the therapist's skill can reach the patient, you get a good outcome. A mediocre therapist can help a lot of patients, but some patients are out of reach. A more skilled physical therapist with a metaphorical longer reach can succeed with more difficult cases. World-class physical therapists can reach even farther, although nobody has infinitely long arms. On the other hand, some patients are so straightforward that pretty much anyone off the street could help them. Now, this principle shows up everywhere. A strong speaker can bridge the gap toward a poor listener, but a strong listener can also draw clarity out of a poor communicator. A great teacher can reach more students and help them easier, but a great student can still learn from a weaker teacher or practically doesn't need a teacher. A great boss can reach across the gap and elevate average employees, but a great employee can still perform well even under poor leadership. In every interaction, both sides matter, but success only requires that the gap gets closed. The relative contribution doesn't matter. Now, this ties directly to problem debt. Every failed interaction is not just unpleasant, it is a problem that will generate penalties and more problems. Now, brace yourself, for we're at the key takeaway, but it is not pleasant to acknowledge. You are half of all of your interactions. Across your whole life, you are the only common denominator. We tend to overestimate how much the other side determines success, but you always have the opportunity to extend your own reach. You can become a better communicator, a better listener, a better clinician, a better teammate. You cannot control the other side, and you will never reach 100% success. But every time you improve your side of the interaction, more gaps get closed and fewer problems are created, and your overall burden goes down. It is quite easy to do the opposite. Focus on the faults and failures of others and wait for them to change. But investing in yourself is way better. First, controlling others ranges from complicated to impossible. And second, if you have the same kind of failed interactions with 10 people, which is easier? Upgrading yourself once, or trying/hoping for all 10 of those other people to bridge the gap for you? The opportunity here is tremendous. The next couple episodes will look at a few different flavors of this idea.